Hi guys, welcome once again. So if there is one key for you to clear RBI Grade B, that is descriptive writing, that can definitely give you an edge. So in this video, we are going to discuss about 5 secrets to score maximum marks in descriptive writing. I'm also going to give you an overall information about descriptive writing. So we will start from basic and then we will discuss about 5 secrets. And before I start, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel where we keep sharing free content. The link for our Telegram channel is given in the description of this video. Now, the first question that should come to your mind, or maybe it is already coming to your mind, that what is the weightage of descriptive writing? So if you are already knowing the pattern, you must be knowing that the overall weightage of descriptive writing in your exam is around 200 marks. Paper 1, Economic and Social Issues, has 50 marks of descriptive writing. Paper 2, English writing skills, is totally descriptive writing, which is 100 marks. And paper 3, Finance and Management, is also 50% descriptive, that is 50 marks is descriptive. So that makes it a total of 200 marks of descriptive writing. So now if you are not aware of this, you might have become aware of this, that how important, how it is the key, because it holds 200 marks out of 300 marks. Now what is the pattern for descriptive? Now there are 3 papers in your phase 2 exam. So this is wrongly written as paper 1. So one is ESI, one is FM, and one is descriptive English. uh, ESI is objective plus descriptive, total 120 minutes, but out of that 120 minutes, 90 minutes is for subjective. Similarly for FM, 90 minutes is for subjective. And descriptive English is only subjective, which is 90 minutes. Right? So, itna aapko time milega. Number of questions that comes in ESI in the descriptive paper is 6, out of which you have to attempt 4. And the 4 that you would attempt, out of that 2 would be of 10 marks and 2 would be of 15 marks. So making it a total of 50 marks. 15 plus 15, 30 plus 10 plus 10, 50. Similar pattern is there in FM also. 4 out of 6 you have to do 2 questions of 10 marks and 2 questions of 15 marks. In English you will get 3 questions. One is on essay, one is on Presi, and one is on RC. 40 marks, 30 marks, and no, RC 30 marks. So total of 100 marks. And whether it is pen and paper or it is online, answer is that all these 3 papers are online. You have to type on keyboard. So please note this. This is a very different thing that is happening here. That descriptive paper is happening on keyboard, not on pen and paper. And one thing that you should be aware of, normally we say that there would be 6 questions and you would have to attempt 4. But then there is a trick of mandatory question which was observed in NABARD. So what NABARD did is that out of 6 questions, 1 question was mandatory, and out of the remaining 5 you have to attempt 3. Right. So here also there can be a situation in RBI where you might be given one mandatory question which you would have to attempt. So do not assume that you would be leave to, you would have the right or you would be entitled to leave any question, attempt any 4. There might be some mandatory questions in your exam. Word limit. No, which is one of the major criteria or major talking point among the candidates. So word limit in ESI and FM for 10 marker is 400 words. And for 20 marker, not 20 marker, it is 15 marker here. For 15 marker, it is 600 words. Now, is it feasible to write so many words? So overall in an FM paper or in an ESI paper, you would have to write a word limit of around 400 plus 400 because there are 2 10 marker questions, then 600 plus 600 because there are 2 15 marker questions, which makes it a total of 2000 words. 2000 words in 90 minutes, right? That is the time you will get. I think that is next to possible. I mean, you can only type that. If you start thinking, structuring your answer, I mean, it is very difficult to write 2000 words in 90 minutes. So we have talked to some of the selected candidates. So many candidates do not try to meet the word limit के 400 है तो 400 ही लिखना है, 600 है तो 600 ही लिखना है, 400 वाले में 300 भी लिख कर आए हैं, 600 वाले में 400 450 भी लिख के आए हैं, but the focus is on quality rather than on quantity. ठीक है. Essay is normally 300 to 400 words. It keeps on varying each year. Presi is normally between 150 to 200 words. Again, it keeps on varying each year. In RC, there is no word limit. So overall, you can see that in ESI and FM, the word limit is pretty huge. So do not try to always meet the word limit. The focus should be on quality. Quality would always precede over the word limit or the quantity here. What about the interface? Normally when we type on our laptops or desktops, we find it really easy to type. But when you go to the real exam, the interface is not that user friendly. Keyboards are very old style sometimes. you got a very small window to write, right? And you cannot use bullet points. So no, that is one of the major concerns that you might face if you are not used to that type of interface and you directly see that interface in your exam. So I'll show you exam like interface later in this video, but for now you must understand that no, the interface in the exam is not a typical interface that you type on your desktop or keyboard. So you need to get practice on exam like interface. Evaluation, is it manual or automated? So there is a lot of debate on this. Now see, I don't know whether it is manual or automated. There is no official information about it, but I know one thing: RBI, one of the leading regulatory bodies of India, when they recruit, उनके लिए वो मजाक नहीं है. They are very serious about recruitment. They want the best of the people of the country. So I don't think no that the evaluation would be totally automated in a sense के ठीक है बस जिसका grammar वगैरह अच्छा है वो आ जाए, नहीं. When they had made the paper intentionally subjective, obviously they would be checking it manually to ensure that the best of the candidates get selected into RBI. So I don't think that it is automated. Maybe a part of that is automated, but surely there would be a manual intervention in that. So we have to trust RBI for that. Now, what are the type of questions asked? If you see FM, mostly questions are static and direct. You can see some questions on your screen: discuss SEBI, NHB, NABARD, RRB exam. So no, that's a very open-ended question. You can write anything. Discuss 5 announcements of union budget. Again, very open-ended question. No, you can write anything. What are Basel norms? Discuss major pillars of Basel 3. All these are kind of bookish theoretical questions. But in management, again, the questions are pretty direct. What is corporate governance? Defines its needs and principles. What is transformational and transactional leadership? Discuss the difference between them. So all these are pretty straight and direct questions. But I think in finance in future they can ask you a little sense of tweak questions where a question can be like a tax is a burden on the present, a debt loan puts the burden of repayment on the future generations. Explain. What are the challenges in the banking sector? What reforms can be implemented to overcome them? So these kind of little tweaked indirect questions can be asked in the exam in finance, but management is totally static. I do not expect there they would do too much of tweaking. ESI mein questions are mostly indirect. If you see these questions, trends in globalization after global financial crisis, budgetary recommendations on strategic and non-strategic disinvestment, its rationale and impact. थोड़ा सा data है. The last question, climate change commitment of India considering socio-economic development and health factors. Again, बहुत bookish नहीं है, बहुत मुश्किल भी नहीं है. So ESI में questions can be little indirect. So now you need to have knowledge about the current affairs also to write good answers. So ESI answer writing is bit more challenging as compared to FM. डिस्क्रिप्टिव इंग्लिश की बात करें तो इनडायरेक्ट मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि एसेज जनरली इनडायरेक्ट ही होते हैं. Essay topics can be from economics and finance, like actually there are 4 to 5 essay topics given to you and you have to write one. So normally one is from economics and finance, like NBFC loan issue, mergers and acquisitions. One is abstract, art and music, for example. Then normally one I have seen is from the area of internet or technology, like impact of technology on communication, scope of 5G in India. And one is on social issues like education, women empowerment, democracy and importance of vote. So इन्हीं areas में आपको topics आते हैं और आपको इनमें से एक ऐसे लिखना होता है. If I come to Pressy is mainly from newspaper articles. कभी social media के ऊपर आ गया, कभी use of mobiles के ऊपर आ गया. So mainly जो newspaper articles में आता है उसमें से एक article उठा के वो Pressy पूछ लेते हैं. If I talk about RC, there are 5 questions in the RC. And RC passages sometimes are really easy, but sometimes they can be tough also on economics and philosophy. तो आप जब रीडिंग करें डिफरेंट टाइप के सब्जेक्ट्स के ऊपर पढ़ें इकोनॉमिक्स फिलोसफी इन द न्यूज़पेपर इटसेल्फ, सो दैट एग्जाम में जाके कोई भी टॉपिक पे रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन आए, सो यू आर यूज्ड टू रीडिंग दैट थिंग. अभी मैं आपको 5 सीक्रेट बताता हूँ. आई हैव टोल्ड यू एवरीथिंग अबाउट डिस्क्रिप्टिव इन्फॉर्मेशन इन ब्रीफ. ठीक है, कि क्या पैटर्न है, कितने मार्क्स के हैं, क्या वर्ड लिमिट है, कितने क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, कैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. अब सीक्रेट्स क्या है डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग को फोड़ने के लिए? फर्स्ट सीक्रेट दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज दैट it's a big misconception that content is supreme. Content is important, but content is just one dimension. आपके आंसर का स्ट्रक्चर अच्छा होना चाहिए, प्रॉपर फ्लो एंड लिंकिंग होनी चाहिए, आपकी टाइपिंग स्पीड होनी चाहिए ताकि आप पेपर पूरा कर पाएं. यू शुड नॉट बी कमिटिंग एनी स्पेलिंग, ग्रामेटिकल और पंक्चुएशन एरर्स बिकॉज दैट वुड बी कॉट बाय द सॉफ्टवेयर. इतना तो सॉफ्टवेयर होगा ही उनके पास. सो कंटेंट पे हमें फोकस करना है, बट इट्स नॉट अबाउट रीडिंग रीडिंग रीडिंग, यू शुड प्रैक्टिस ऑल्सो। ठीक है, अब ये लीजिए फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी ने ये लिखा है, अब इसमें आप एरर्स देखिए। इन इंडिया यहाँ पे कॉमा मिसिंग है, राइट। यहाँ पे ये देयर गलत है, THEIR आना चाहिए। यूनाइटेड नेशंस में U बड़ा N बड़ा आना चाहिए। सो देर आर लॉट ऑफ ग्रामेटिकल एंड पंक्चुएशन एरर्स, स्पेलिंग गलत है इलिटरेट के। So these kind of errors, no, if there is error in every line, that would suddenly cast a wrong impression on the examiner and he or she will cut marks. So हमें इससे बचना है। एक एवरेज कंटेंट के साथ भी if we can now minimize our mistakes, we are going to get good marks. दूसरा, आप प्रैक्टिस कहाँ करें? First is keyword is practice. As I told you, content is not supreme. You need to practice. You need to write one answer daily. और वो प्रैक्टिस कहाँ करनी है? ऑन एग्जाम लाइक इंटरफेस, राइट। ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, मैं आपको भी दिखाता हूँ। जैसे कि हमारे कोर्सेज में ऐसा एग्जाम लाइक इंटरफेस रहता है, एग्जाम में भी आपको इतना ही विंडो मिलेगा। एंड व्हेन यू टाइप इन दिस स्मॉल विंडो, आफ्टर यू आर डन विद हाफ द आंसर, स्क्रॉलिंग विल स्टार्ट, right? Because it's a small window, scrolling will start, and then you will have to go up and down to see what you have written earlier and what you are writing now. So it's not easy to write in a small window with the help of keyboards which are not user friendly. So it's a lot of challenging interface, but if you will practice on such interface again and again, you will get used to it. तो ऐसे interface पे practice जरूर करें, ठीक है। इससे आपकी टाइपिंग स्पीड इंप्रूव होगी, एक तो कांस्टेंट प्रैक्टिस से आपके स्पेलिंग और ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स इंप्रूव होंगे, बिकॉज देयर वुड बी लॉट ऑफ कॉमन एरर्स दैट यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड एंड रेक्टिफाई, एंड योर पंक्चुएशन एरर्स विल आल्सो इंप्रूव। ठीक है, तो ये हमें करनी है, कंटेंट पे फोकस करना है, लेकिन साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस भी करनी है, और प्रैक्टिस हमें एग्जाम लाइक इंटरफेस पे करनी है, राइट। नेक्स्ट इज कीबोर्ड्स। मतलब जब आप एग्जाम लाइक इंटरफेस पे प्रैक्टिस करें तो ये कीबोर्ड्स भी आप डिफरेंट तरह के यूज करें, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट श्योर दैट इन एग्जाम व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कीबोर्ड you will get. So generally when we type on one keyboard, we get used to it and we have a good speed on that, and when the keyboard is changed we find it difficult to have the same speed on that. So शुरू से ही अलग अलग कीबोर्ड्स पे प्रैक्टिस करें, ओल्ड स्टाइल, न्यू स्टाइल, छोटे बड़े, so that in exam whatever keyboard you get you are able to adapt to that. Next is garnish your answer with data, facts and examples. Now if you write a plain answer, it is maybe it is not wrong, but it is not something that will give you an edge over others. So it is very important to know justify your argument with data, facts and examples. I'll show you an example here. Suppose you are writing on illiteracy, and if somebody writes in India the large population is illiterate who could not write their names in their mother tongue, right? Maybe you have written this line. Now this is a very common line without any substance, without any fact or report. On the other hand, if you write like this, assuming there is a report like this, I'm not sure whether there is a report like this, but assuming there is a report like this, UN report on status of education in India, as per this report, and you quote a percentage of the population never attend school and could not write their names in the mother tongue. Now just see the difference in the first paragraph and in the second paragraph. Second paragraph is more authentic. It is giving more credibility to the answer. So that's why it's very important to write a lot of data, facts and examples. इसको आपको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, प्रैक्टिस से ही आएगा, ठीक है। सिर्फ कंटेंट याद करने से यू कांट इंटीग्रेट इट इन आंसर. यू नीड टू लर्न दैट आर्ट ऑफ इंटीग्रेटिंग द फैक्ट्स एंड डेटा इन योर आंसर. Fourth is read editorials. Now editorials are written by some eminent personalities. They write in a very good manner. Their arguments are really good. They write in a structured manner. So I think if you will read editorials on daily basis, it will help you improve your content structure, because you will come in habit of that structure कि पहले problem define करनी है, then solution बताना है, then way forward बताना है. If you keep on reading those editorials, you will definitely be able to implement a good structure, and you will also enhance your content, क्योंकि आप उसमें डिफरेंट डेटा पढ़ रहे हैं, डिफरेंट आर्गुमेंट्स पढ़ रहे हैं. योर कंटेंट विल ऑल्सो इंप्रूव ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, और अल्टीमेटली एग्जाम में जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कहीं ना कहीं वो एडिटोरियल से रिलेटेड ही होते हैं. Fifth is understanding the micro questions. This is very, very important. I have seen people, they read the question and when they write something else. They do not answer all the aspects of the question. So it's very important to find the micro questions in your question. For example, if this is the question, what is financial inclusion? I would say this is first micro question. What are the challenges faced in India with respect to financial inclusion? This is the second micro question. What steps shall be taken in the future to penetrate financial inclusion? This is the third micro question. Now I've seen students जो पहले दो micro questions answer कर देंगे, थर्ड माइक्रो क्वेश्चन आंसर ही नहीं करेंगे, या फिर पहला और तीसरा कर देंगे, दूसरा नहीं करेंगे. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू रीड द क्वेश्चन 2-3 टाइम्स, अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट ऑल इज आस्क्ड, फ्रेम माइक्रो क्वेश्चंस आउट ऑफ दैट, एंड देन आंसर ऑल ऑफ देम इन अ स्ट्रक्चर्ड मैनर. Sixth is expert evaluation and feedback. This is a bonus tip. Sixth tip that I'm telling you. To be an expert in answer writing, you need to listen to the experts. You need to get feedback from the experts. You need to get your copies evaluated. वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, जैसे कि ये हमने एक कॉपी evaluate की हुई है. You can see how detailed evaluation we are doing. We are telling him that how his introduction is not proper, what things he can avoid, how he can make it more structured, how he can make it more meaningful by writing the full form of everything. uh, so it's a very detailed explanation where we are evaluating on the parameters also, that on introduction, body and conclusion, what is the performance of the candidate, and there in the remarks we are giving him detailed remarks to make him realize that what are the mistakes being done by the candidates. So you need to get your evaluation like this, which will help you in improving yourself day by day. Without evaluation, you might reach, say, on a scale of 5 uh, out of 10. But if you need to reach on a scale of 8 out of 10, you need to get that feedback and implement it and improve yourself. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope after watching this video, you will have a lot of clarity on how to proceed towards answer writing and master it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.